You ever go somewhere that just makes you want to pull over every few minutes because the views are that good? That's exactly what happened to me at the Turnagain Arm in Alaska. This place is honestly one of the most scenic drives I've ever experienced. And there's also really wild natural stuff that happens here that most people don't even know about. Today I'm taking you along with me as we explore Turnagain Arm. The views, the wildlife, and one of the craziest tides you'll ever see. Let me tell you a story or two. Turnagain Arm is located just outside of Anchorage along the Seward Highway, and honestly, if you're visiting Alaska, this drive is a must. It runs between Anchorage and the Kenai Peninsula, and the entire route is just loaded with mountain views, ocean, water, and pull-off spots to stop and take it all in. What really blew me away about Turnagain Arm is how dramatic everything feels. You got these massive mountains rising straight out of the water, and depending on the weather, it almost looks like something out of a movie. When we were there in July of 2025, the weather kept changing. One minute was sunny, next minute the fog was rolling in, and then the next minute you had a lot of wind blowing, which honestly just made it even cooler. It's really one of those places where pictures and videos really don't do it justice. You've got to experience it and see it in person. One of the most unique things about Turnagain Arm is something called a boar tide. I had never heard of this before visiting Alaska, but basically it's a giant wave that travels up the arm when the tide comes in. And I'm not talking about a small wave. Sometimes it can stretch across the entire inlet. People actually come out here just to watch it and even try to surf it. Nature is literally putting on a show out there. I don't see who wants to try to surf it, because it seemed like it'd be pretty cold. I guess you'd wear a wetsuit. Another awesome thing about Turnagain Arm is the wildlife. The area is known for beluga whales, bald eagles, and even Dall sheep that hang out on the mountains along the highway. We spent time just scanning the shoreline and cliffs because you'll never know what you might see. You might even get to see a Sasquatch. That's honestly part of the fun. It feels like an adventure every time you stop. One thing I highly recommend, if you drive this route, don't rush it. There are tons of scenic pull-off areas, and every single one gives you a different view. We probably stopped way more than we had planned, but honestly, that's what made the trip more memorable. Sometimes the best part of traveling isn't the destination, it's those unexpected moments when you just stop and take it all in. Turnagain Arm is one of those places that reminds you just how powerful and beautiful nature really is. It's peaceful, it's dramatic, and it's something that I'll never forget. If Alaska is on your bucket list, and I hope that it is, make sure you take this drive. Trust me, you won't regret it. Have you ever been to Alaska or driven along the Turnagain Arm? Let me know in the comments. And if Alaska is on your travel list, tell me what spot you want to visit the most. I love talking about Alaska. If you enjoy travel adventures and experiences like this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and come along for more journeys of my life. Life lived, stories told. Now go live yours, and I'll catch you on the next one.